Why is Elon Musk waging war on Apple? He publicly accused the company of threatening to block Twitter from its App Store and claimed that they stopped advertising on Twitter because they're afraid of free speech. He insinuated that Apple is actively trying to censor content on the internet. In a series of tweets on Monday, the billionaire CEO of Twitter and Tesla said, "Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech in America?" Later in the day, he also said that they were considering removing Twitter from the App Store. He even tagged the CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, and said, "What's going on here?" So what is it about the situation that has Elon Musk so rattled? Well, a lot of it has to do with the insane amount of money that Apple spends on Twitter ads. In fact, the company spent around $130,000 just between the 10th and the 16th of November. And although that might sound like a lot, Apple spent double that amount in October, between the 16th and the 22nd, the week before Musk took over Twitter. So historically, the platform has been a reliable place for Apple and other massive advertisers to spend their money. But with Musk in charge, we can already see a decline in their spending. In fact, ever since the takeover, a rising list of companies from General Mills to Audi of America have either stopped or paused their advertising on Twitter. This is going to be a huge issue because ad sales account for about 90% of the platform's revenue. That's a part of the reason why Musk went on a massive firing spree and laid off most of the company's workers. He then tweeted, regarding Twitter's reduction in force, "Unfortunately, there is no choice when the company is losing over $4 million a day." Early this month, he also claimed that the platform has seen a massive drop in revenue, and for that, he blamed the activist groups for pressuring advertisers. In a way, he was right, because when he made the controversial decision to reinstate Donald Trump's account, that prompted a coalition of civil rights activists to say that they were going to urge Twitter's advertisers to pull their ads off the platform. Although Apple has said nothing about their apparent plans to abandon Twitter, it wouldn't be surprising if they did go through with it. We know that the company has routinely enforced its rules onto third-party apps in its App Store, and because of that policy, certain right-wing apps like Gab and Parler were pulled. Last year, Apple suspended Parler from the store, saying that it didn't do enough to remove hate speech. They were eventually restored in 2021, but only after they agreed to moderate their content and essentially play by Apple's rules. So why would they treat Twitter any different just because it's a way bigger platform? As an eccentric billionaire who owns like 5 companies now, clearly Elon Musk doesn't like being told what to do. But when will he understand that Twitter has to answer to a higher power? Apple. They literally hold all of the cards and all of the power, because only they can decide who's allowed on the App Store. If they wanted to, Apple could stop Twitter from being downloaded on iPhones around the world, which would be a devastating blow for the platform. It would practically wipe them off the map. Not only that, but Apple can also charge what it likes for the privilege of being on the App Store. For companies like Twitter, it can charge anywhere from 15 to 30% for in-app purchases. That's why Musk posted a meme saying, "Pay 30% or go to war," with an arrow pointing to the latter. But the thing is that even he wouldn't be the first person to challenge this massive power imbalance. In 2021, the Fortnite producer Epic Games took Apple to court over how much they have been charging companies for access to their precious App Store. In fact, in that particular case, they referred to it as the walled garden. Even Meta, the parent company of Instagram and Facebook, has been challenging Apple in the US courts for years because of all the power they yield over online activity. It's quite simple. If you want your app to be successful, you have to get it on the iPhone, which is the kind of phone that 48% of Americans now have, and 87% of teenagers. That means one way or another, you'll have to bow down to the App Store and its policies. There's really no getting around it. But aside from all of this drama, Musk fans might be interested to know that data analysts have predicted that by January, he will become the #1 influencer on his own platform. With 120 million followers, his account is already the second most followed, after former US President Barack Obama, who has 130 million. This will be an unprecedented moment because the social media industry has never before seen a platform with a CEO who is its biggest personality. Aside from all his controversies, or maybe because of them, Musk has been gaining 270,000 followers a day. So what is going to happen when he becomes both Twitter's chief executive and its chief influencer? Only time will tell. Well, that's everything that we have for this story today. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.